How's it going, guys, and welcome back to yet another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about 3 inexpensive items that I think are crucial, especially to new photographers. So if you've just begun photography and you bought your camera and your lenses and all that sort of stuff, or maybe you've just got your camera, one thing that you will definitely need with that camera is a memory card. And memory cards, for the most part, are like, you know, they're not ridiculously expensive. But you can pick up decent ones for, I think, something like £15–16. That being said, when you've got a few memory cards, it starts getting expensive. You've got £15 one card, £30 two cards, 4 cards, you've got £60 worth of, just tiny little things sat around. And the fear is that you lose one of these cards. Now, I personally have lost a memory card before, and I only found it a couple of months ago, and I lost it about 2 years ago, and it was a nightmare. I had to replace the card. I lost all the footage that was on it, which was even worse because it was like my favourite vlog I'd ever made. But yeah, it wasn't a good experience to go through. So I would massively suggest buying one of these. So I picked this up on eBay for £3.10, which is really good. I think they're a little bit more expensive than that, but I literally label mine one side full, one side empty, and the cards that I can use I can take out here, and if they get full I'll put them in the empty side. It makes it a lot easier for editing when you get back. This applies to both videography and photography. The actual one that I use when I take out with me is this one, and it's got my name on that side. It's also got my phone number on this side, but that is also full of cards, and this one's labelled out DSLR, and then these will be where my cards from my drone and stuff go. So this is like a great buy. They're really cheap, they're pretty tough. They stop you from losing cards, so they could potentially save you money, because when the cards are out like this, funny enough, is the actual card that I lost. That is very, very, very easy to lose. All you've got to do is put it in your pocket to use later, or put it in your bag or whatever, and gone, disappeared. So ideal. I best pick that back up before I lose it. Whilst we're on the term of cases, this is a little bonus item, but I strongly believe in cases, especially if you're going to put all your camera gear and stuff in a bag. This is a case. I paid £4.90. I didn't, that's a lie. I paid £2.50 for this. It is now on eBay for £4.99, which is quite expensive for what it is. If you could actually manage to knit yourself one of these, that'd be pretty good. But it's literally just Velcro, and you put your batteries in it, and this just stops them from bashing around in your bag and stuff, because that is one of the last things that you want. You also don't want to be losing batteries, because again, they add up. The cost of them adds up. I will just say this now, I'm not going to leave any links in the description, because I don't make any money off it, and I don't want to lead you guys to like a bad seller or something. I essentially just buy everything off eBay, and whatever you see in this video, just type in what it is and obviously you'll find it. Number 2, and this might seem like a bit of a weird one, but fishing wire. This stuff is so cheap and so useful you would not believe. Now, I paid £2.89 for 150 metres of this, and to be honest with you, every time I use it, I'll pull it out, cut it, and then I'll just keep that piece that I've cut, and I'll end up using that piece for like a very long time. But thanks to fishing wire, I've taken some of the photos that I'm sort of most proud of out of all the photos I've ever taken. Like this one here that I did for a friend of mine. He runs a business where he customises all sorts of things, but controllers are one of the things he customised, and this was a photo I came up for him, and I essentially got the fishing wire, because it's I don't know if you guys probably can't even see it, which is sort of proving my point, but you get the fishing wire, tie it around whatever, and you can make this floating effect. You can also do it with other things, like I've done it with a lens here, and it's really inexpensive, and it can create such a big effect and sort of make such an epic photo. On top of that, it's also really handy because this stuff's really strong. Say you are out taking photos somewhere and you have a problem, say the strap on your bag or something daft snaps, you can always tie it back together with this, because this stuff is, like I say, really strong. And on top of all that, it also doesn't take up much space. I normally have a roll of electrical tape there, taped around it, so I've got the two together. But yeah, it's not very big, it fits in the bottom of my bag. And the final item that I've got to show you guys are these. Now, if you're new to photography, you will have quickly found out, if not, we'll find out now, that lenses are very, very, very expensive. Especially if you've just started, you've only got one sort of lens, but you want to get more out of that one lens, these are what you want. So these are 58mm macro filters. You can buy them in all different sizes. and I believe you can also buy them in different strengths. But I've got +1, +10, +2 and +4. And essentially what you've got is a filter that can go on the front of your camera. It won't work with this lens because it's massively wide, but you guys can kind of see. It magnifies essentially, but it's so ideal because if you've just started photography and you don't have that much money, or perhaps you're even interested in trying macro photography but can't afford the lens, or even you just want to give it a little bit of a go but don't want to have to buy a lens, you know, that costs a few £100, £6.99. Like, you can't go wrong with that. It can transform your lens and you're only paying a few quid. This one should really show you guys sort of the power of these. I don't know if it'll be able to focus on that. Yeah, look. So look how much closer I am than I was before the filter. I specifically bought these. I've got a 50mm lens. I specifically bought mine for this lens because it's just so fast, and it was, you know, it's got a 1.8 f-stop and it's a good lens. So essentially all you have to do is get your lens, get your filter, screw it on like you would a normal filter, just like that, and you then have like a magnifying capability, and this makes your lens able to take different photos. So I've used this no end of times for, and I'll show you some photos here, taking photos of like butterflies and stuff like that, or flowers, or other things, and you can just get what you couldn't get before with the lens. So guys, those are 3 cheap products that I wanted to share with you. If you've got any questions about any of them, please leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you guys in yet another video. See you later, guys.